Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Smitha. Welcome to my channel. Today's tutorial is going to take a decade off your face. I'm going to be showing you a neutral glam which will make you look so youthful and so young and so sweet. So if you're ready, let's begin. I always like to start with skincare before I apply any kind of makeup. So I'm going to be starting with an eye cream. This is the Tatcha Silk Peony. I've been using this for the past 6 months and you guys have clearly seen my dark circles vanishing and just the overall skin health improving. By the way, that's my puppy Neo. He likes to hang around the studio while I'm recording. He has a bed here, so he usually sleeps on that. And today he decided to just stay with me right behind me while I'm recording. So yeah, if you see a black thing moving around, that's my puppy. To hydrate my skin, I'm going to be using the Josh Rosebrook Hydrating Accelerator. Think of it as a moisturizer in the form of a spray. It's so convenient to use it and it suits all skin types. To keep my lips hydrated, I'm going to be using the Tatcha Lip Mask. For primer, I'm going to be using the Exa Jumpstart Soothing Primer. This is a new one. It's vegan, it's universally flattering on all skin types, and it also doubles as skincare. Just so you know, I'm going to be using as many clean products and vegan products as possible in this tutorial. In places where I don't have a vegan or a clean option, I'm just going to be using regular cosmetics. For foundation, also I'm going to be using Exa. This is the High Fidelity Foundation. It's a new one and I'm using the shade 220, which is a tad deeper than my skin tone. But that's okay because we can use some concealers and contours and balance things out and fix everything. We fix everything on this channel. So what's a foundation? We can definitely fix it. It has a light to buildable medium coverage and it has a beautiful satin finish, which I live for. Now it's time to start adding some dimension to this flat face, and for that I'm going to be using some concealer. The one that I'm using is my favorite, the Milani concealer, but I'm going to be using two different shades. First, to conceal under my eyes, I'm using a shade that's a close match to my skin tone, which is 145. And then to highlight the high planes, I'm going to be using 135, which is a lighter shade. If you have uneven skin tone or dark circles, I don't recommend using a lighter shade of concealer directly over that, because most of your dark circles and your hyperpigmentation have a blue undertone. That's going to mix with the lighter shade of concealer and start looking ashy. If you want to avoid that, use a concealer that's a close match to your skin tone. You can also go deeper with the concealer, but never go lighter. Once you've taken care of concealing your dark circles and hyperpigmentation, you can use a lighter concealer over that to highlight. To lightly set my face, I'm going to be using the Juno Blur Powder. I'm going to first dust it in areas where I use the concealer to prevent it from creasing, and then I'll use it to set my entire face. Again, with the powder, you just need a little bit, just enough so the foundation absorbs it and sets. Don't apply too much, that's when it starts to get cakey. To lock this base makeup, I'm going to be using the Ofra Makeup Fixer, which is a setting spray. This is going to melt all the powders on your face and make it look more skin-like, and it'll also make your makeup long-lasting. Onto the brows, I'm going to be using my favorite brow pencil. This is my holy grail, a ride or die. This is the Precisely My Brow from Benefit in the shade 6, and I always use it to just fill in the sparse areas. And then to keep my brow hair feathered out and in place, I'm going to be using a clear brow gel from Jordana. Because I did not set my lids with any powder, I'm going to quickly use a brush to take off any creasing that could have occurred because of the concealer. For a neutral glam, you can pretty much manage with bronzers and highlighters that you have. You don't need much, but I'm going to be using the PYT Beauty Day to Night eyeshadow palette. It's a cool toned palette. With a flat shader brush, I'm going to first apply this bronzy gold shade to the inner half of the lid. I'm going to be applying this copper shade to the outer half of the lid. Using a blending brush, I'm going to start swiping it across so the two eyeshadows mix and they blend together. And then using a clean blending brush, I'm going to diffuse the edges. I'm going to be using this light brown shade and I'm going to diffuse it in my lower lash line, smoking it out using a flat fluffy brush. I'm going to be using this gray eyeshadow in my upper and lower lash line in the outer half, smoking it out. The gray eyeshadow kind of balances out the other lighter eyeshadows that we've used, making the eyes look brighter. Using this highlighter, I'm going to highlight my brow bones. And I'm going to be finishing up with a coat of mascara, but before that I'm going to be curling my lashes. And I know many of you ask me, what's the point in curling lashes? I want to show you the difference it makes. You can clearly see a difference between the two eyes. So it's always good to curl your lashes. It gives that extra oomph and it's very easy to apply the mascara as well. And for mascara, I'm going to be using the Ilia Limitless Lash Lengthening Mascara. Whenever I go for a natural look, I like to use a mascara at the roots and then I take a dry spoolie and I brush my lash hair. So you kind of spread the mascara across, but it doesn't look clumpy or anything. It looks very natural, but it looks fuller. And here is the completed eye look. I think it's very subtle, very wearable, and looks elegant. It's not too much in your face kind of eyeshadows going on. Everything is neutral and it looks very classy. To set my contour, I'm going to be using a bronzer just to add that extra warmth, and the one that I'm using is from Milani. Using this highlighter, I'm going to add a light stroke to my face in the high points. Again, the highlighter should be delicate. Don't put too much. This is not for Instagram. It's for real life. So it should be more like when the sun shines on your face, it should reflect back and look fresh. And for blush, I'm going to be using something really soft from Curevise. My lips are going to be very subtle. It'll be my lip color but an enhanced version. So for that I'm just going to be using a lip liner from Ace Beauty and this is in the shade Be Peachy. And that completes the tutorial and here is the completed look. I believe this is something that I wear quite regularly and it does take off a decade off my face. I would like to think so at least. And it's a very fresh look and I hope you will try it, and if you do, please don't forget to tag me. All my socials are listed down below in the description box, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me that big fat thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're new here. I post new videos every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays. I love you guys so much and I will see you soon with a brand new one. Bye guys.